planet Dolan.
From playgrounds of torture to body parts washing up on shore, we look at the 8 creepiest discoveries we've ever made. Number 8. Swamp dolls. On Halloween night in 2014, a total of 21 dolls were found in Bear Creek Swamp in Alabama. The dolls were stuck to wooden stakes that had been plunged into the ground. The swamp is near a road, so passerbys would see the old porcelain dolls throw them dead stares as they drove by. Police eventually took down the dolls after receiving many calls from the residents. Although it is believed to have been a prank, nobody knows for certain why the dolls were placed in that swamp. Number 7. Severed feet washing ashore. People taking a walk along the beach in the Pacific Northwest have found something mysterious and disturbing. Human feet, some of which were still inside the shoe. Strangely enough, the majority of them were right feet. Since 2007, severed human feet have been washing up on the shores of the Salish Sea, located in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and the state of Washington. There are many theories that try to explain the fate of the rightful owners of the severed limbs. One theory suggests that the feet belonged to 4 of 5 men on a plane that had crashed, while another suggests that they're the feet of people committing suicide by jumping off the many bridges of Vancouver. So far, 16 feet have been found between 2007 and now, and it looks like they're going to keep coming. Number 6. Real corpse in funhouse. A particular haunted house attraction in Los Angeles featured something many similar attractions don't: an actual corpse. The corpse was that of a robber named Elmer McCurdy, and he hung from the gallows of a funhouse at Pike Amusement Zone, known as Laugh in the Dark. Elmer hung lifeless, tricking many people into believing it was just a very realistic prop. That is, until 1976, when an episode of The $6 Million Man was being shot in the funhouse. When a prop man went to move Elmer, his arm broke off, revealing nothing but muscle and bone. Number 5. Snakes in a house. A family moved into their dream home in Idaho, not realizing that it was sitting on a den of garter snakes. The snakes would be everywhere, both inside and outside. During the night, while laying in bed, they would hear the sounds of the snakes slithering in the walls. The tap water would taste like the musky smell of the snakes. One day, the husband even killed 42 of them. Eventually, the family just had enough, and they moved away. Number 4. Living behind a bookshelf. One day while playing, 2 boys made a surprising discovery. There was a secret passage behind a bookshelf in one of their bedrooms. Not knowing what they would find, but driven by their curiosity, the boys entered into the tight space. They came across a spiral staircase which led them into nothing but the unknown. Climbing down, halfway towards the bottom, the boys saw a small crawl space. The crawl space led into a slightly larger space. This is when they made a terrifying discovery. Someone was living inside of their walls. The unknown squatter wasn't there, but his or her various belongings still were. There was a carving of an elephant, some creepy dolls, and what appeared to be a skeleton key. Candy wrappers were strewn all over the space. It was Halloween candy that one of the boys had in his bedroom, making it evident that the mysterious squatter wasn't staying down there all the time. Number 3. Playground razors. An Illinois toddler's fun at a local playground was ruined when he cut himself on a razor blade. It wasn't an accident, though. There were at least a dozen razor blades glued to various pieces of the playground equipment. The chilling discovery was made after the toddler's father took him home and called the police. No suspect was ever found in connection with this sadistic prank, but a copycat case did appear in Delaware later on. Fortunately, the cut the toddler received wasn't serious. It makes you wonder what kind of people would want to hurt children. Number 2. The mysterious case of Elisa Lam. The parents of Canadian tourist Elisa Lam reported her missing. She was last seen at the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles, acting erratically. Surveillance footage from inside an elevator at the hotel showed Elisa boarding it and pushing buttons, looking around nervously. She even stepped off the elevator to look around more before disappearing. Later that month, guests began to notice something wrong with the water. The water tasted strange. It came out black upon first turning the faucet handle, and at times barely any came out. What was wrong with the water? A maintenance worker at the hotel looked into one of the water tanks, and he was greeted with an image of Elisa's floating, decomposing body. To this day, the disappearance and death of Elisa Lam remains a mystery. Authorities don't even know how she died, or how she ended up in that water tank. Number 1. Invincible bacteria. If a person develops a bacterial infection that is antibiotic resistant, then there's a drug doctors can use called colistin that would usually kill the invaders. But there's a bacterial infection known as CRE that is highly resistant to antibiotics, including colistin. Now this deadly strain has found its way into the United States. A woman in Philadelphia was discovered to have CRE, making her the very first case of a CRE infection in the United States. Currently, health officials are trying to figure out how this woman came down with the disease. And well, in some cases, half of the people who get CRE will die from it. What if one day all antibiotics became useless to the point that doctors had to scramble to find other effective ways to treat their patients? It's a scary thought. The grave calls to me, I'm afraid. But don't worry, I shall return.
Got a creepy story of your own? Let us know in the Reddit page linked below, and you may just be featured in an upcoming countdown.
Almost every single day in England, this common home appliance is exploding and drastically ruining people's lives. The lint in clothes dryers can very easily catch fire and explode, setting whole houses alight and endangering or even killing families.